Hi everyone, how are you? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to Dumb Ways to Die, made by yours truly, 𝘾𝙤𝙧𝙞𝙣. Let's get into it, guys. What's up, YouTube, tube? Okay, next. So let's talk about the leading causes of death. It's kind of a scary topic, honestly, because death is not something we really talk about, to be honest. It's kind of a very taboo subject. Like, we don't think about death because it's scary and, you know, none of us want to die. But inevitably, we're all going to die. But I think that being aware about death and knowing, you know, how to stay alive is good, so we can extend our lives on Earth and enjoy them to the fullest. So yeah, I just figured this would be a good topic for today's little slideshow presentation. Death by 𝘾𝙤𝙧𝙞𝙣 is very unlikely to happen, but possible. The percentage is low, but never impossible. I'm just a small innocent jelly. You have nothing to worry about, okay? I'm not dangerous. I'm not dangerous. Let's talk about leading causes of death. So we have a few things on the little graph over here, the little bar graph. We got heart disease, cancer, unintentional injury, stroke, respiratory diseases, Alzheimer's disease. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Diabetes, kidney disease, liver disease, etc. And there was another one on there, but it's kind of a sensitive topic, so I just blurred it out for the time being. But yeah, those are like the main things we're gonna kind of go over today. Not really so much the like health issues, because those are kind of more specific. We're just gonna go over like more so the unintentional injury, like things you can control. Like, of course you can control, you can lower your risk of getting like heart disease or cancer, but more so the injury part, because those are things you can definitely control well. You guys know what I mean? I have my little thought bubble in the corner just to give some extra information. But yeah, while not every case can be prevented, many of these health problems are affected by things like diet, exercise, sleep, and other lifestyle choices. You guys get what I'm putting down? Next, I have a story time. This happened to me yesterday, guys, and I feel like it was pretty fitting to bring up. It was actually pretty scary. Basically, yesterday what happened, I was working on the Bible study video, and I was reading for like probably like an hour and a half. I was just reading the Bible, recording my video. You know, I gotta sit there in one place for quite some time, so it's not like I'm going to the kitchen, I'm going out of the room to like do whatever. So I was like, I after I finished my Bible reading video, I asked like the staff, like, guys, should I keep making more videos right now, or should I go take a break and then, like, you know, catch up with what you guys are doing? And then G Freak was actually like, oh, you should play with us. And I was like, okay, but I need to go get my bread first. And so I went to go in the kitchen to grab bread, and when I stepped out into the hallway, I saw this bright light in the kitchen, and I'm like, I don't remember turning on this bright light. And I go closer, it's the candle. The candle was burning. Like, okay, all 3 wicks had a huge flame, like massive, like actually, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was so tall. You guys have ever been to like a hibachi restaurant where they like put the little like volcano onion, they light it on fire and then it goes up? Yeah, well, that's what the freaking candle looked like. So my first reaction was like, okay, don't panic. I cupped some water in my hands, I threw it on the candle, which made it go even higher. I know, it's so dumb, I'm sorry. I know, it's so bad. And so I was like, great, what do I do? And I'm still trying not to panic. I grab my cat's dish bowl, I empty out like the water, because it was like in the sink, and then I put it on top of the candle, so then it like goes out. So then the candle goes out, thankfully. I was like, thank God. I thought I was gonna burn the place down. I didn't know what to do. It was like the candle was like fully, it had blackened, and the wrapper got burnt, so then the fire was starting to catch on the wrapper. That's how bad it was. But yeah, it was scary because it made like a cracking sound. I was like, did I just like break the thing? But no, it's just the glass. But anywho, I was okay. And I looked up the reason after when this happened is because I was burning the candle for hours. Like, I had lit it in the morning and just let it run, and it was already kind of like almost empty. So then like a bunch of carbon was built up and basically made a huge flame. Yeah, so don't leave candles unattended, or if you are, check in like every hour or so to make sure it's okay. And don't leave candles on while you're gone. Don't leave candles on when you leave your house, because that could have easily like burnt the place down. It was pretty bad. So don't be like me. Don't be silly like me, guys. Next, dumb way number 1: running on energy drinks and not sleeping. All right, guys, how many of you drink energy drinks every day or caffeine and then don't get sleep? time. I know a few of you. I know a few of you do. Because I see you guys talking about it sometimes. You and your Monster energy drinks and your Red Bulls. Yeah, I see you guys. See? That's bad. That's bad. Long term, guys, you gotta think about the long term effects, okay? That is gonna lead to a whole lot of problems. Guys, listen. Energy drinks are meant to be like a little boost, okay? They're not meant to keep you going every single day. They're not like something you should be depending on. They're just like, okay, I feel like I'm lacking energy, so let me just drink one and that's it. Not every single day. The consequences of drinking too much are basically that it can raise your heart rate and blood pressure, and then combined with sleep, stress, poor habits, that all puts a strain on your heart and just cardiovascular system as a whole. So, you know, if you want heart conditions, guys, like a few years down the road, then keep drinking every day. Keep drinking these energy drinks every day and then not getting sleep. Things are fine in moderation. However, having something every day, multiple times a day, are very unhealthy. And that is a fast track way to hurt your body. Drink your water. Drink your water. Next, here's the second dumb way to die, okay? Don't text and drive. And oh my gosh, please wear a seatbelt, guys. There's nothing more important on your phone than what is in front of you on the road, okay? You need to pay attention. Whoever is texting you, guys, it's not like they're just gonna vanish and the opportunity is gone. Like, you can respond to them after, okay? You're putting everyone at risk. You're driving a machine. A car is a machine and is even sometimes classified as a weapon. You have to understand that you hold a lot of responsibility when you drive, when you're operating this vehicle. We as a society are addicted to our phones, and to the point where people text and drive a lot. Just put the phone down. Lock it in one of those little like lock boxes when you drive or something, or put it in like the middle centerpiece area. What is it called? What is the thing called? Put it in like the middle thing that you like. It's like a compartment. Put it in the middle compartment. Center console. Thank you. And here's a fun fact. Reading or sending a text while driving takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of a football field blind. Guys, log in, okay? Put the phone down. And I know I didn't put this on here, but you know what's another dumb way to die? Speeding. If you're late to something, okay, and you're speeding, is putting your life at risk worth it for the two extra minutes that you're gonna save from speeding? You're already late. Why are you speeding? Just make good choices, okay? Like, think smart. Just because other people do it and other people might convince you that it's a good idea, it's like that one saying, if your friend jumps off a cliff, are you gonna jump off the cliff with your friend? No, because you're smart. And you're like, no, well, it's not safe. Oh yeah, another thing. One more thing I'm gonna say about this, okay? Road rage, okay? Road rage with somebody is not worth it. It's not worth fighting with somebody on the road. People are crazy nowadays. You don't know what people are going through. And if somebody's having a bad day, they can, you know, pull out a weapon and do bad things. So you gotta choose your battles carefully. I would just, you know, someone cuts you off, whatever. Pray for them. Somebody, you know, is rude or flips you off on the road, ignore them. Just mind your business. You don't have to fight with everybody on the road. Well, I hope you guys remember this when you're on the road, okay? If it happens, think about the time that 𝘾𝙤𝙧𝙞𝙣𝙩𝙝 told you not to do it, okay? I'm gonna be in your head. I'm gonna be in your mind, in the back of your mind, trying to remind you of this, okay? Dumb way number 3, mixing cleaning products together. So I actually kind of discovered this recently, but yeah, you cannot mix every chemical together. And I feel like this is kind of basic chemistry, but not all of us paid attention in science class. There are things that you can't mix together. For example, bleach and ammonia, that can create toxic gas. It can irritate your eyes, your lungs, and in serious cases, injury or death. One thing I've noticed, because I like cleaning a lot, and there are times that like I'll clean the bathroom and well, actually not as much because I've kind of switched to more natural cleaning products, but a few years back when I didn't really know much about it, I would use a whole lot of stuff and I would feel so dizzy after cleaning because all of the fumes were coming together. Like, I was using Clorox and bleach and Febreze and mirror cleaner, and all of that was creating gases and this like these potions or whatever it was that ended up making me feel so sick that I would have to take breaks cleaning. And I didn't think that that wasn't normal. Like, I didn't realize that wasn't normal. That's why, like I said, I recommend using more natural cleaning products like baking soda or vinegar and lemon, you know, like those kind of like ingredients, right? There are there are brands that are good that have all the same things or have the same benefits as these cleaning products, but they're less harsh. Okay, next. Dumb way number 4. Okay, this is again pretty self-explanatory, but I'm gonna say it. Smoking or vaping. In our society, this is very normalized. I feel like as of lately, it's been getting a little more scrutiny, rightfully so, because there are no benefits, in my opinion, to smoking and vaping. And you know, a lot of times people are like, well, it makes you feel better. It makes you feel less stressed. Brother, the ratio of good to bad is pretty like extreme, because think about how much smoking impacts your body. It hurts every organ in your body, not just your lungs, by the way. It hurts everything. I'm gonna read from this little, you know, thought bubble I have, because this is what I'm thinking about. Smoking is one of the most leading preventable causes of death worldwide. Think about it. You don't have to smoke. It is an option. It is something for pleasure. So it's very avoidable. And you think about like the long-term effects like cancer that smoking is a direct cause of. Like why would you risk that for something so small? It's just like a temporary pleasure. It's not worth it, okay? Basically, smoking and vaping exposes your body to harmful chemicals, and it damages your lungs, heart, and blood vessels, and it increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, cancer, and other serious health problems, okay? Like that is not worth it, guys. Like that is so not worth it. Don't do it. And if your friends are doing it, like help them. You know not to do it so you can help other people. I don't know if you guys had it in elementary school or grade school where they used to have assemblies like say no to drugs, and say no to smoking. Why did everybody say yes when they got to a certain age, guys? I have kept my pledge since 2nd grade. Why are you guys not keeping your pledge? Log in. And fun fact about vape, okay? Vape aerosol isn't just water vapor. It has nicotine, harmful chemicals, and heavy metals like lead that are inhaled into your lungs. This sounds like a whole lot of negatives that you don't need. It's all optional. Okay, next. You know, I actually kind of learned about this recently, so I don't know if you guys know, but I feel like as somebody who is I'm not too much of a new adult, but I'm still kind of a new adult. I think this is still important. Dumb way to die number 5. Carbon monoxide poisoning. Inside and in the garage, so, you know, in your house. All of you probably have a carbon monoxide detector right now. I'm actually sitting right below one. I didn't realize this could happen, okay? Because I didn't really know. I thought it was only oxygen and CO2. Wait, carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Sorry, the gears are turning in my brain. What is carbon monoxide? So carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas that can be deadly, and running a car inside a garage or using fuel burning appliances without proper ventilation can cause dangerous levels to build up, which prevents your body from getting the oxygen it needs. You know, at first I was kind of like, okay, like it doesn't sound too bad, right? I didn't really understand the seriousness until I found out why it's deadly. When you breathe in carbon monoxide, it takes the place of oxygen in your blood, which causes dizziness, unconsciousness, and even death. Okay, next. I have a lot to say about this one. Dumb way number 6, not wearing a helmet. And this is, you know, for a few things. Whether you're riding a bike, whether you're riding a scooter, an electric bike, whatever, a motorcycle, wear a helmet. Do you know how many times I am driving with King on the road, on the freeway, and I see these motorcyclists without a helmet, without gear. They're just in straight up like a hoodie and sweatpants and normal shoes. And I'm like, we both look at them and we're just like, these people clearly do not care about living, because you know how dangerous that is? That is like the most dangerous thing you could do. Like obviously not the most, but one of the most dangerous things you can do. And I feel like a lot of people don't wear a helmet because they think that you look dumb, or they think that you look less cool. But it's actually the opposite. I think that if you don't wear a helmet, you are, what's a nice way to say it? You're just very careless. You're very careless, because God forbid something happens and you fall off your bike or you collide with another car, like it's over. Like that is a brain injury. That is very scary, and your brain is so important to protect. So yeah, I don't recommend doing this. I said it on the right, but I want to make this note, okay? You won't lose aura points for wearing a helmet and gear. It's not gonna make you look less cool. Nobody's looking at you and being like, haha, that guy's wearing a helmet, haha, he's so childish. He looks so dumb. Like, nobody's gonna think that. I see way too many people on Bike Talk that ride around without the proper gear, and I just don't understand. I don't understand. So here's a fun fact. Research shows that helmets reduce the risk of serious head injury by about 60% and can reduce the risk of fatal injuries by about 34%. Why not just wear the extra protection on your head? Next one, don't wait to die, number 7. Playing with fireworks. And I feel like this was important to bring up because it's almost the 4th of July. And you guys know what happens during the 4th of July. Lots of fireworks. I already failed this one. Next. How did you fail this one? So you guys ever see those really big fireworks, like the ones at like Disneyland and stuff? Well, people buy them illegally and then light them up, and then they go off, and it's very dangerous to everybody involved, the wildlife, the trees, yourself. Think about it. If the firework like malfunctions in any sort of way, it's gonna go off without warning, and it's either gonna hit you or somebody else. Like, there's so many ways that can go out of control, especially if it's like an illegal firework. So, you know, the risk is just not worth it. Like, it's not, you're gonna watch it in the sky for like what, 10 seconds. You're like, oh wow, shiny, and then it's just gonna come back down, and then you move on with your day. I just get the small little ones. Just get the little, you know, the little ones that you can like wee, you know what I'm talking about? Wee. You should get that one. Fun fact, thousands of people are treated in emergency rooms every year for firework related injuries, with hands, fingers, and eyes being the most commonly injured body part. So if you don't want to lose a hand or an eye, be safe and be careful, and don't do anything dumb. Just basically don't be dumb, okay? Use the brain that God gave you. And then I have some honorable mentions, okay? Here's some honorable mentions about other ways you can die that I think we should be aware of. Drinking and driving, ignoring rip current warnings at the beach, using electrical devices near water, standing on unstable ladders, approaching wild animals, taking medication incorrectly, hiking without telling anyone where you're going, walking across streets while looking at your phone, taking selfies near train tracks. I can't even believe that is on the list, but diving into shallow water, smoking near flammable materials, falling asleep with lit candles, and rugs. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those are all ways that you gotta be careful about. Honestly, like, I would say if it has a big risk, you gotta weigh out the risk. Like, okay, people that go into like those caves, like, you know who I'm talking about? You ever seen those videos where like people just go cave diving, where they go into like the smallest cracks known to earth, and they're like not even able to move? Like, how is that enjoyable? Somebody explain it to me, bro. Like, why are you risking your whole, like, the whole family you've built your whole life just to go see what's at the edge of like a small crevice in the rock? I don't know. I don't understand the hype. So yeah, the key takeaway, guys, is we are a lot more fragile than we think, and the easiest way not to die is to make smart choices. You guys agree? You guys agree or disagree? Make smart choices. W moral lesson. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all your support as always, and you guys are so awesome. Don't forget that. Feel free to join the Discord if you haven't already. It's pretty chill in there. We have a lot of stuff that we do, like fellowship and anime nights and stuff. Shout out to Grim. I know she's asleep, but shout out to her. And shout out to our mods. Shout out to the stream mods. You guys are so awesome. And shout out to the Discord mods. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Stay silly, stay blessed. God bless you guys. Good night, good night.